for this new video on my channel. Today I'm going to share with you my TBR for the reading rush. If you don't know about it, the reading rush is a 1-week readathon from July 20th to July 26th this year. It's organized by Ariel and Raylene. I'm going to share in the description the video and the channel of the reading rush so you can get more information. But basically during a week you have 7 books that you have to read, and there are 7 prompts matching these books. You can combine several prompts in a book, and that's what I did because reading 7 books was a bit much for a week. I'm gonna just read the 7 prompts with you, and then I'm gonna show you the books I've decided to read during the reading rush. So we have to read a book with a cover that matches your birthstone. For me, depending of which website you look on, it can be rubies or garnets, so red stones. Second one is read a book that starts with the at the beginning, so any book where the title starts with the. That gives you a lot of choices, I think. After we have read a book inspired by a movie that you've already seen, read the first book you touch, read a book completely outside of your house. They changed a bit this one because of the quarantine. So now it can be that you read it on your balcony or near a window or even listening to nature sound, so it's quite wide. The 6th prompt is read a book in a genre you always wanted to read more of. And the last one is read a book that takes place on a different continent than where you live. So we're gonna start with a book matching the color of my birthstone, like I said, a red stone, and I chose Remembrance by Meg Cabot. I struggled a bit for this prompt because I don't have that many red cover books, but I thought this one has been on my shelves for a very long time, and I used to love reading Meg Cabot, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to take it out of my shelves. And this one, okay, I cheated a bit. But this one is also gonna be my read for the book that has been adapted as a movie prompt. It's a cheating because there has been a TV show adaptation of a book series by Meg Cabot, but it's not this one. It's I'm not sure of the title in English, but in French it was called Missing. I know it's weird because it's an English word, but yeah, they called it Missing, and it was about, I think, Jess, who is like a medium and has premonitions regarding dead people. And I loved reading this the book when I was younger, and I watched a bit the TV show, but not too much, but I watched it. So it's far stretched, I know, but I really didn't have any other ideas and any books on my shelves I saw fitting this prompt. So I thought it's the same author. Here again, the main character sees ghosts and help with investigation, so it's kind of the same thing. So yeah, I decided it would be my book for this prompt, the book you've watched as a movie before prompt. Don't judge me too hard, please. It works, right? After I have the book that starts with the word the, I took The Ancient Magus Bride. So this is a manga. I also picked it for the book I'm gonna read completely outside because I'm just gonna go on my balcony and read this manga, and poof, 2 prompts done in 1 hour. That's gonna be great. And also it's gorgeous. I just wanted to show you a bit more. I heard a lot of good about this manga series, and I'm really curious to discover it. The first book you touch, so this one also, they said that you had a lot of liberty, as it can be like your entire shelves, it can be a book selection. For me, I asked my boyfriend to like mix 2 books in his hands, and I was closing my eyes, and then I touched one of the 2. The 2 are books I really have to read because they are arcs and I want to read them in July, so I thought like that I was sure my choice for the challenge would be also matching my obligations, if I can say. And the one that I touched first was Love is for Losers, which actually, okay, it's a long story, but I'm gonna tell you. It was supposed to come out like in July, I don't remember, like mid-July, but it got pushed to February 2021. So it's coming out in a very long time, but I already took the photo for it and I don't want to wait February to post it, so I decided I'm gonna read this book in July anyway, and so it was one of my selection for the reading rush. Yeah, just for a photo, but I swear to you it's a pretty photo. Then we have a book in the jar that you've always wanted to read more of, and for this one I picked I Am Here Now, and it's coming out for real beginning of August, and it's a book in verse. I've just started reading books in free verses with The Poet X and Clap When You Land that I read in June. So I want to read more of this style of books because I realized that I really enjoyed it. Oh, I've read also The Black Flamingo in verses actually. So I've read 3 books in free verses, and I want to keep doing that because it's really something I've enjoyed, and I've read them in audiobooks, so I'm also curious to try this one as a physical book and see if I find the same rhythm in the words. And the last prompt, so that I haven't combined with anything else, is read a book that takes place on a different continent than where you live. I have 2 choices for this prompt depending on how much time I have left. First one is book 2 of Arya, the Masterpiece. Yeah. So it's a manga that's happening on the planet Mars. Definitely another continent, right? I read the first book 2 days ago and I really enjoyed it, so I really would love to have a chance to read this one too quickly. It's a big manga, seriously, like if you compare it to this one, it's really big, but it's beautiful, and I don't know if it's like the first book. Yeah, see, you have this very beautiful page here. I love it. And if I have time left, I also chose this one. So it's in French, but in English, I think it's A Summer at the Seaside Kitchen by Jenny Colgan, and it's happening in Imaginary Island near Scotland. So this is my pile for the reading rush. I'm gonna show you all the books together. So there are 2 mangas, and I'm probably gonna start with them just to tick some of the prompts and say I have done them, but we'll see. Do you think I can read all that in a week? Just let me know in the comments if you think it's possible, if you're participating in the challenge, or if you've read any of these books and want to talk about them. And otherwise, I'll see you soon in another video.